Good morning, family. You ever in a rush in the morning, don't know what to eat? Trying to find out how to get that 30 to 45 grams of protein for breakfast? Alright, in this video that's what we're going to go over. Some quick little breakfasts you can throw together when you're in a rush, because I know a lot of you have to get out and get to work. But first, let me get a haircut. Good afternoon, family. So look at that, got my hairs cut. Nice and fresh, been too long. It's nice and clean. Alright, go over a few quick ideas or just things we can throw together to help us hit that protein goal for breakfast, alright? So we know, depending on what your protein goal is for the day, your goal should be to consume 30 to 45 grams of protein per meal, okay? We can go into the science or reason why, but to keep things simple and avoid paralysis by analysis, pretty much is what we've been trying to do. We're just gonna go into showing you some ideas to help you hit that. So I put 6 things down. Obviously there's tons of different options you can think of, but if you're confused and you need something quick and easy, here's some options for you. So let's take a look. I put all these things together on the table right here because we're gonna use 6 options just based off of these ingredients right here. One thing you will notice when you do not have time and you're trying to do things fast, and the goal is to hit that protein goal in the morning, right? To set you up for hitting your protein macronutrient total for the day, it's going to involve utilizing a lot of shakes, especially if you want it to be fast. If you have the time, obviously, cooking up a breakfast is better. It'll be more satiating. You can have a lot more different, you can make a lot of different things. You can make delicious omelets and all kinds of different things. But if you're the type of person that's in a rush, then you don't have the time to do that. All right. So here's the first option. The first option that I personally have been going with, that even though I have a lot of time to make it, I just love it and it helps me to feel full, is I generally make it the night before. Sometimes I do make it in the morning. Is I utilize a protein sludge, which you've most likely seen posted all over my Instagram because I just love eating it. What I do use for that is I use the Quest salted caramel, and I mix that with the Optimum Nutrition Whey Isolate. What I do with that is I actually just use I'm gonna come down here and make it easier so I don't have to stand up and stuff. But what I do is I mix in only half of a serving, roughly 25 grams. When one serving is like 38 grams, I mix in 25 grams of the Optimum Nutrition. Plus I utilize the Quest. And then I put the Skippy on top. It ends up being about 48 grams of protein, including protein from all the sources. Ends up being around about 16 to 20 grams of fat. Because I think there's some trace fat not inside that one, but the Optimum Nutrition has one. So 17 grams of fat, and it has a little bit of carbs, all right? That to me is a great tasting breakfast, helps me to stay full. I eat that at 7 o'clock this morning, and I personally won't eat again until, well, it's almost 12, so I'm gonna eat after I'm done making this video. The next option that you have is yogurt, okay? Right here I showed you I'll show you the Fage yogurt. This is great because the macros on this, if you'll zoom in, I don't think it will, but it's 23 grams of protein, 9 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of fat. So if you were to use one serving of that, it's not going to hit your 30 grams of protein, and plain doesn't really taste that great. So what I would personally do is I would mix in my protein. So I wouldn't necessarily need to use a whole serving, or I'd use half a serving of the Fage, so I could use a full serving, and I would mix of protein, and I would mix it to give me around the 40 grams of protein is for myself is what I go for. But if you need 30, then you make it accordingly for you, all right? The other option is to eat a bar in the morning. So if I was gonna eat a bar, I like Quest bars. Quest bars are pretty good. 21 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and only 9 grams of fat. You're not gonna get the 30 grams of protein, so you're probably gonna have to mix in a protein shake or something like that with it. One thing you will notice that when it comes to quick and easy breakfast, to hit your protein, it's gonna involve a lot of shakes. So if you don't want to drink a shake, or you just don't like the way your shake tastes, then you're just gonna have to give yourself some time to wake up and cook something. If not, then you work with what you can, you deal with the taste, and you get your macronutrients in, right? Hit that macros. Another option, these taste really good. You can buy these, we buy them from Costco, but the Premier Protein Shakes, this one actually has 3 grams of fat, 5 carbs, and 30 grams of protein. Drink one of these, tastes great. If your protein's high, like say you need to hit the 40 to 50 grams of protein, you could always mix this in with drinking, mix it in while you mix it in. Drink this and eat a Quest bar with it. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Another thing that you can do is another thing you can do if you're gonna make a protein shake is to help you feel full, utilize your protein powder, all right? Whichever one you're using, I'm right here, I'm holding up the Optimum Nutrition, and then oatmeal, all right? And instead of cooking your oatmeal, what you do is you put the oatmeal in your protein shaker, right? And if you put the oatmeal in your protein shaker, you let it sit with the water and the protein powder, obviously, you shake it up. It'll make the oats nice and soft, gives you something to chew on, so you get that satiating feeling like you're chewing something, and then because of the fiber and it's a more solid product than just drinking the protein, is gonna help you feel a little fuller, right? Get you through till your lunchtime. What was the other option I wrote down? Oh yeah, there we go. Another option is you could actually cook your oatmeal. If you cook your oatmeal, what I would do is I'd cook my oatmeal. And I generally go with something plain, just because I don't want all the carbs from the sugar and stuff like that. I just want a little bit, and I get to eat more oatmeal, which is again more filling because I'm not getting any of the carbohydrates from sugar and all that. And I would mix in my protein powder into the cooked oatmeal. I've done that. That's really good. The other option is you could drink the protein with it as long as you're eating it. And then the other thing is if you want to add some fat, because I've noticed fat in the morning helps me to feel fuller, is you could put like some peanut butter inside of your oatmeal, and that could taste really good. All right, go ahead and give those a try. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any other options that you've been thinking of, any ideas that you guys have been utilizing for breakfast, put them down in the comment section. Let me know. Obviously, I don't know all the other ideas out there, so any tips you guys can give me would be great. The other thing is, if you are going to take time to make breakfast, then obviously we can go into a lot of other options. But the number one thing is, don't let the excuse be, I don't have enough time in the morning to eat breakfast, so then you start your day off horribly. You don't have time. Maybe the options aren't exactly what you want them to be, but there's no excuse. You can hit those numbers. You just got to sacrifice on some taste and things like that. But you got to get your numbers. You got to start your day off right, and you got to get that protein in. I'll see you guys in the next video.